People always say that something about discipline makes it sound far too simple. Just push yourself, be stronger. The thing is, if you're here, then I think you know why those kinds of advice aren't going to do. You've tried. You have struggled. Perhaps most hurtfully. Perhaps sometimes you've wondered why. Because staying disciplined doesn't feel like you're not winning a battle every other day. Discipline is not waking up early, or being tougher than the next person. It is making that environment support you, setting routines that make sense with your life, and getting into the minds of the reason your brain resists. These people who have made it haven't done so because they are superhumans. They simply learn to work with themselves, not against themselves. Let's look at all angles: why habits stick or fall apart, how emotions can propel or sabotage you, and what you can do to make your goals feel achievable rather than overwhelming. We all know that frustration of wanting to achieve something, whether it is getting fit, growing in your career, or building that side hustle you have always dreamed of, but getting stuck in cycles of procrastination and self-doubt. So what if there was a way to make discipline feel less like a fight and more like a flow? Today we're going to explore 5 deep, well-researched techniques that have actually helped people break free from that exhausting push and pull, making discipline almost effortless. I am referring to methods based on human psychology, actual experiences, and action that you can take toward the easier achievement of your goal. Stick around because these 5 strategies aren't theories but are supported by science. The experiences of people who have made big changes in their lives, and pragmatic steps toward bringing you closer to the life you want, not the constant struggle. But before that, just a little reminder: subscribe to our channel. Number 1, habit stacking method. Let's start with habit stacking. It's about attaching a new habit to something you already do every day. Now, you really want to start journaling but always forget, so attach it to an already established routine, like having your morning coffee. The minute you make your coffee, you grab your journal and write for a few minutes. You're using your existing habits as cues to introduce new ones, making them easier to remember and maintain. All about making smooth routines that don't even feel like you are doing something. It's as if adding an extra step to something you already do without effort. Folks have stacked habits on health, organization, and general feelings of being in control. It's little, it's achievable, and over time, builds into something powerful. Method number 2, environmental design. Environmental design is the next one. Our surroundings have a great deal to do with what we do. If you wish to make better choices, you need to shape your environment to support those choices. For example, if you keep junk food in your kitchen, it is going to be really hard not to reach for it when you are hungry. But if you arrange your kitchen so the healthy option is easiest, then making the good choice becomes effortless. The same applies to all other goals. Want to read more? Keep books where you relax, and move your phone away from your bed. Want to work out more? Set up a small space with your gear ready to go. Successful people know how to align their environment with their goals, making the positive actions the easiest one to take. When you do that, you're not relying on willpower but creating an environment that practically pushes you toward discipline. Method number 3, visualization and affirmations technique. Let's talk about visualization and affirmations. There's a reason why top athletes visualize their performances before they compete. It works. Visualization primes your brain, preparing you for success by mentally walking through each step. It's not magic, it's mental training that helps your brain recognize the path to get there. Try this. Spend just a few minutes each day visualizing and seeing how you would have succeeded to achieve your goals. Feel it. What would be? Focus on those actions taken and the happiness. To it, add affirmations which promote your journey. For instance, I am consistent and capable of doing whatever I set my mind to. These are apparently simple practices, but these indeed help build a robust mental framework that makes it much easier for you to act. It's about feeding your subconscious with confidence and clarity. Method number 4, accountability and social influence. We all know who else controls us, whether it is known or not. An excellent way to maintain one's discipline is through accounting. Identify a friend or family member or group who can hold you up for what you want and work on. It would be simple texting your friend after an accomplishment or joining a similar community for the same achievement. The idea here is that when you tell someone your plans, you're far more likely to follow through. Social influence keeps you on track, because we naturally want to be consistent in the eyes of others. Surrounding yourself with people who are also working toward their goals creates a positive, supportive atmosphere. Their energy rubs off on you, making discipline easier because it becomes part of your social fabric. Method number 5, small wins and celebrations. Discipline is not just in getting through the tough stuff, it's also when you realize you are moving forward. It's celebrating those small victories that make habits long-term. Each time you celebrate success, however small, you tell your brain the message discipline equals good things come next, and you'll be more apt to stick with it. If you're writing a book, celebrate finishing a paragraph, a page, or a chapter. If you're building a workout habit, reward yourself after a week of sticking to your routine. These small wins build momentum, making the next step easier. It's not about waiting for big achievements, it's about acknowledging each step forward. Why does it work? Subconscious, that's why. Most of what we do on a daily basis is through habit, unconscious, habitual actions. Hence, when we rely only on willpower, changing usually isn't going to work out. We can only be conscious of wanting to do something for so long until we run out of steam. All of these techniques, From habit stacking to environmental design and visualization and accountability and celebrating small wins, are fundamentally about reprogramming your subconscious. When habits align with goals, discipline doesn't hurt anymore. It becomes just a part of who you are. That's based on psychology and neuroscience. The more you automate the good behaviors, the less energy you'll need to put into staying on those paths. Let's talk about actual people who used such strategies. James Clear is the author of Atomic Habits, where he discusses how small, incremental changes build power. He employed habit stacking and environmental design to change his routine. He improved without using willpower. Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympian, envisioned each of his races before ever stepping into the pool. These techniques aren't theory, they're a system that some of the world's most accomplished competitors rely on to make discipline seem effortless. You don't have to be a celebrity to see the results. Common people apply these strategies to lose weight, start new businesses, or learn new skills. It works because it is all about making your environment and mindset agree with what you want to achieve. So discipline is less about struggle and more about consistency. These are not pulled out of thin air. All these works speak in reference to the successful uses by James Clear from the Habits book, Insights Drawn in the Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, and by B.J. Fogg of work from Stanford. Dr. Fogg begins with the theme of tiny habits. 1, 2. Tiny habit builds momentum over time, and it's better than building a steady, reliable system, not those periodical bouts of motivation. In my opinion, these experts also agree that lasting change isn't heroic effort, but just to understand how to work along with your mind rather than working against it. And as you do that, it is not a burden at all, but it can be a natural part of your life. We have all been there, setting goals, feeling motivated, and then watching that motivation fizzle out. It is very frustrating and easy to wonder if perhaps we just do not have enough strength. It is a lie. In fact, most of us have been taught the wrong way to approach discipline. It has nothing to do with being stronger or pushing harder, but everything to do with having a strategy that works. Imagine you can trust yourself enough to follow through, not due to force, but through the ease of a system. And that is exactly what we are doing here. It's through these methods you will break the cycle of struggle and create real changes. You no longer battle yourself, you must cultivate an environment and habits, so discipline becomes nearly instinctual. Let's be honest, no shortcuts to discipline are going to be taken. This isn't overnight magic or something that fixes itself. The process takes time and commitment. But what such methods do is make it less painful. They make the process sustainable. It becomes about progress, not about perfection. And over a period of time, whatever changes are made add up to be something significant. All of these techniques are about making real, meaningful progress without the constant uphill battle. Not easy, but worth it, and at least doable for anyone willing to start small and stay consistent. We have learned 5 very powerful techniques to make discipline effortless: habit stacking, environmental design, visualization and affirmations, accountability, and celebrating small wins. And each of these methods has to do with working your subconscious mind and creating life that supports your goals. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumb up and subscribe to our channel for other videos like this. Thanks for watching. Blah.